What is up, all you addicts out there? Thanks so much for tuning in to another little addicted fishing vlog here. Today, we're at Bob's Sporting Goods in Longview, Washington. What are we doing, dude? We got our bash.
Our first winter bash.
We got our actually second annual winter bash. So if you don't know what these,
first of the year.
First of the year, exactly.
2020.
First of 2020. But if you guys don't know what these are, basically, we like to travel around and throw events for all you addicts to come hang out. We got a lot of buddies and a lot of addicts guys that come out, like Justin right here, who's carrying a nice load of
Lots of goodies.
So we usually give away a ton of free stuff and throw out things, and then Bob's is nice enough to supply pizza and drinks for everyone, and Jordan gives a nice in-depth seminar on spinner fishing or hardware or whatever it may be. Tonight we're going to talk about hardware, right? No, what was it? Hardware?
Hardware for steelhead. Cameron's going to talk float fishing. So it's fun. We take about half the time to just mingle and have fun and give stuff away, and everybody gets kind of meet and greet, and then the rest of the time you sit down and you gather some information, take some notes, and maybe become a little bit better fishermen.
Exactly. So we thought, hey, why not bring you guys into this world? So come join us. Let's go see how this bash is. Stay tuned.
Come on. How many are you buying? The whole box?
Gotta get the floats. Needed them. I've been like fiending for these things. Should be dialed for a little bit now. Thank you. All right, here we are. Cam and Jordan are getting ready for their seminars.
Pizza's getting handed out
What are you
finally.
gonna talk about, dude? Float fishing? Beans?
I got all different types
He's
of
got all
We're
kinds
gonna
of
go all
stuff.
intricate on floats.
In
Cameron is
depth.
going to go into a wormhole.
Cameron's gonna talk so long that Jordan doesn't even get to talk.
I'm actually gonna talk 3 minutes, let Jordan do the whole thing. Let's see how that goes.
Oh, okay.
So this is Cameron's bag. He likes these floats.
Perfect. I'm gonna walk
Oh,
these
did
down.
you go show all the people out here getting pizza?
I'm gonna get some pizza.
Let's go look.
Go get some right now before it's gone.
You're welcome. Okay.
Yeah, that's what that was for.
You're welcome.
Abigail, is this how you eat pizza? Hey, there you go. Big bite. Teaching her.
Yes, sir. No address.
No address, just your name and number.
Well, have to give me the name and number.
All right, what we have here, you guys, we got our red tickets. This is going to be for our boat giveaway that we're doing at the end of all the bashes. And then we got some blue tickets here that we're giving out. And these blue tickets, that's what we're giving away all of our giveaways at the end of the night. We got tons of stuff there, Gerber stuff, all of our sponsors must have, tons of nice stuff over there. So don't miss out on the next one.
Look at all these good looking people.
Party time.
First off, I want to thank you guys for coming. You know, obviously without your guys' support showing up to these to support Bob's Sporting Goods, we wouldn't do it. So let's give a round of applause for Bob. So running good. Yeah. We like Bob's Sporting Goods. And of course, we cannot do these bashes without support from our partners like Mustad, Akuma, Short Bus. I'm going to forget a bunch of them, so we're not going to go through them all. So let's give them a round of applause too. We got to appreciate those guys. Golf. All right, guys, so I'm Cameron Black, Dawn Catching Guide Service. Got Jordan Knigge, 168 Fishing Measures. You guys all know this guy right here. I think his name is Chris or something.
Yeah, Chris.
Well, we got Marlin, Addicted Fishing. So we're going to be talking some steelhead stuff tonight, but first things first, you know, I always try to start all the presentations just with a little talk that, you know, I think even though you guys are all here, you know, we're all kind of living this lifestyle, the steelhead fishing and all that. You know, we all kind of know that things haven't been all that great, you know, like the perception, kind of what's been coming down from the States, a lot of closures lately, a lot of runs that are kind of depressed, a lot of hatchery runs getting taken away, but how many of you guys have heard of a hatchery wild coexist? What? Oh, come on, only like half of you? Oh, we suck then, we gotta do better than that. Okay guys, so we got a little program. I want you guys to make sure at the end of the day, when you guys go home, I want you guys to visit www.hatchery-wild-coexist. Because how many people think that all the runs are like super healthy and we're just out there kicking tail and they're as good as they could be?
There's one hand in the back.
Oh, and it's Clint, so it doesn't even count, right? It doesn't even, go back to gardening, garden frugal. Anyways. We really appreciate it if you guys would sign up, get involved. We've got almost 150 partners right now. We are eventually just going to make that thing too big to ignore. That's the goal right now. Okay, so we're going to talk some float fishing. How many of you guys have been out steelhead fishing? Sure. How many guys catch a steelhead? Couple guys. How many guys went today? Oh, come on. How many guys caught steelhead today? Right. A little wet out there, so unfortunately I think we're going to be kind of sitting on the sidelines just for a little bit, but you know, right now we're kind of got our hatchery runs, some of the early stuff that's been kind of going on, and pretty soon we're going to have, you know, we're going to have a lot of wild fish and some of our broodstock programs kicking into high gear. So we should have some fish around and shoot. You know, if everything goes well, we'll be catching steelhead all the way till April. Hopefully. You want to add anything to this?
No, Clint, you got some stuff back there?
Yeah, let's start with a little giveaway.
Who wants some free stuff? Woo!
Alright, we got some big towels.
Get some people in
While we're doing it, I guess instead of hands, who can scream really loud? Alright.
That doesn't work in this room.
Alright, one last time. Who can scream and thank Bob?
All right, guys, so let's get into some fixed float fishing. So obviously fixed float fishing is a very simplistic style of fishing, right? And basically what this little setup entails is a couple little rubber tubes. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide a little rubber tube on there, you're gonna slide the bobber on there. The line threads through the bobber, and then it's gonna slide, you're gonna slide another one of the rubber tubes on, and it's just gonna sit on your line. With a fixed float versus the sliding float, that fixed float's great because if that worm starts tapping the bottom, it's gonna telegraph what it's doing up to the bobber.
All right, guys, a little update. The seminar is underway. Cameron and Jordan are upstairs doing the seminar. We'll let you guys back into that here in a second, but we wanted to show you, look at what Bob's brought in here. Nope.
Oh, right here. Is it right here?
Bob's, guys, if you guys are in local in the Bob's in the Longview area, make sure you guys come out here and support. They got a bunch of our worms, a bunch of our eggs. Come check them out at Bob's.
I'd like to say a nice round of applause. So I'm going to go over some things, more what I'm going to talk about with this, and I'm going to open it up to a little more questions. Because hardware is very universal. It's not something that's a hard setup. There's no tricks to the setup other than some small minor things. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on the board and I'm going to talk more about how to fish hardware, especially going into the spoons and some of the different stuff.
You don't just walk up and just cast out and just go.
Yeah, you stand on the same rock all day and then you go home.
Disappointed.
No, just kidding. Yeah.
Disappointed.
So quick and easy, I'm going to go over some of the colors and the spinner sizes here in a second, but I'm going to talk about rods really quick. I'm going to talk about setup. We'll talk about your lines, everything else, and then I'll go to the board and start doing stuff. So generate those questions, and I'm going to ask you guys to ask a lot of questions too, because I can talk all day about spinners, but if it's going to help any of you, we'll find out here in a minute. Now the bread and butter. We're going to see if my drawing skills are better than Cameron's.
They are. I don't have to see them, they are.
Yep. Okay, so we're talking the river. The biggest key to fishing any kind of hardware is strategy. And not so much of how you're gonna rig your line up, how you want your colors or whatever kind of size blade you are, but how you're gonna identify it and fish the river. You wanna look for spinner water. I'm not gonna fish a spinner everywhere. What I want is something that's over walking speed, anywhere from 3 to 8 feet deep, and with a lot of structure. That's when you want to take advantage of using some sort of blade presentation or some sort of hardware, is when you have more structure and more depth change than you can use a float to identify. Or something to just try to wake the fish up. You do it last. So you have the river here, we got the current going down. Most importantly, we got big boulders everywhere. We got big boulders here, we got big boulders here. We got a nice little gravel shoal coming off of here. So what I want to do when I come up to a run like this is I want to identify where I think the fish are. And I want to start at the very top of it. What I'm going to do to start this run is maybe I got my bags and stuff over here. This is where I got base camp set up. The dog's running up and down the bank. You're going to walk your butt up to the top of the hole and you're going to start as far up as you can. Say the river's dumping in from the left side here. You got a big little back eddy in here and the river starts, got a nice foam line. You're going to start at the very top and you're going to start mathematically breaking this hole down. I go close, middle, far, and I preach this religiously with all technique, whether it be with the floats, whether it be with any sort of bead, anything like that. All right, everybody go on downstairs, do the rest of your shopping, take about 15 minutes for shopping, and then we'll all be down there, all the prizes will be in the front by the checkout. We'll be here to answer some more questions for you guys. Thank you so much for coming.
Did everyone enjoy the seminar up there? And again, everyone thank Bob's for putting this on and having us all out there. Especially Wendy. She likes attention. All right. So here we go. Again, blue ticket, last 3 only. If you're the winner, give us a shout. Let us know you're coming. 374. There we go. Winner. 400. All right, come on up.
Okay, who in here uses like a Gore-Tex or some sort of waterproof jacket out when they're fishing? Who out here uses something like that? So if you guys haven't heard of Nick Wax, they're one of the new partners that are working with us this year. They have what's called a tech wash and also a waterproofing that you can put on your jackets. And when these guys approached me, I basically took it and said, I'll try your product and see, and I just used it like I had never used a product like this before. And I took a G4 Pro jacket that I had never like refurbished or washed or done anything with, and I was blown away what this stuff did to my jacket. It like made it literally brand new again, like water beating off it like it did when I first got my jacket. So make sure you guys check out Nick Wax. Like I said, they're supporting Addicted now, so if you guys support them, we would appreciate it. Next person's gonna get this little combo pack here. Draw a winner.
397.
Yeah.
Wendy.
All right, the next guy or girl is gonna win an Addicted bonker, but only if you cheer really loud when this number gets called. What do you got, Clint?
365.
Hell yeah.
381. River Knife. 441. 439. All right. Last prize, Kong Cooler. How many people here have heard of Kong Coolers? Okay. So these things are made here in Ridgefield. I stopped by, picked this thing up on my way here today for the giveaway. It's brand new, pulled it out of the box. If you guys haven't heard of Kong Coolers, they're a great heavy-duty insulated cooler, all right? They make it out of a plastic. It doesn't hold any scents. It cleans up really good. Who wants to win this? Yeah. Whose ticket starts with a 4? Yeah. Look at everyone's like out the room like, oh. All right, 449. Yeah. And you get all the other tickets with it. All right, so enjoy.
Thank you. Congrats, dude.
Again, thank you everyone for coming out. We appreciate it. Thank our partners and also thank Bob. Thank you guys. You're welcome.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, everyone.
Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you.